Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. KV here, and in the crafting video before, we did the one in Crocotopia. Now we're on Marleybone, so let's go ahead and speak to her and see what we have to do.
It's a pleasure to meet you, young wizard.
What can I do for you? I need to improve my crafting services.
So, that old Croc William sent you to me, eh?
Yeah.
Well, good on you.
Cool.
If you've come this far, we can skip all the boring stuff. Blah, blah,
Blah,
blah.
blah.
And assume all the preliminaries as read. Tell you what, if you can make some stingers of the scorpion and constellation jewels, say 2 apiece, we'll skip right to the chase. How's that sound?
Stingers of scorpion and constellation jewels. Remember
Bring
those.
Nice sparkly athames and rings back here, and I'll pass you an initiate crafter badge.
Alright, so this one's going to take a little bit longer. So it was the constellation jewel, so I'll go ahead and buy that one. And then it was the stinger of scorpion, and go ahead and get that one. And this one, we're actually going to need some good amount of materials. Alright, so I guess let's start with this one first. And we need a bunch of scrap iron. Okay, we'll probably have to go to the bazaar to get that. There's also a few tips that you could do. You could go to the recipe shop, and I only showed you this page, but you could go ahead and go to the next page, which is furniture. You can skip this page unless you want to craft one of these. For whatever reason you think one of these look cool, go ahead and craft it. That's where you're crafting stuff, so you could craft new things. And there's a lot of different things that you could craft. And if you go over here, you could go ahead and come to this section, and then you could go ahead and buy some transmute cards. These come useful later. But there is some requirements for some. See, like, I can't buy this one yet until I get the badge from her, or the craft, or from her. But there is one you're actually going to want to buy. You're actually going to want to buy the diamond one, and you're going to need this for the future. I'm not going to buy it right now because I'm going to have to say it in that video, so I'll just leave it here until I need it. But yeah, you could always go and check here if you need stuff. Anyways, we need to go ahead and get, alright, we need 2 rubies, so let's go ahead and take it step by step. Let's get 2 rubies. Rubies. Buy. Alright, so we got 2 rubies. Now let's go ahead and get 4 jade. Okay, simple enough. Jade. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, oops. Alright, next we need 8 of these, so let's go ahead and get the glass. Yeah, he does sell it, so we need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, and let's go ahead and let's see. Before we go craft that, let me go ahead and start doing this one. We're going to need a lot of scrap iron, like I said. We're only going to be able to craft 1, but that's okay because we're going to have to regenerate those later. Alright, so we need 8 more of these, and then we need 2 of those. So let's go ahead and buy 2. 1, 2. And then let's go ahead and get these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, you also could do buy more, but I didn't want to do it. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and go home so we could craft that, and then we'll let it sit a while so it could go back to, so it could reset itself. We're gonna go ahead and start with this one, so let's go ahead and craft it. Alright, that's 1 out of 2. And now we need scrap iron, and we need scrap iron for this, so we actually need 8 times 3, which is 24. So we need 23. Alright, which isn't too hard. I believe there is a bunch at the bazaar. Sometimes there is and sometimes there isn't. It really depends, because sometimes there's a lot of people doing crafting And then sometimes, well, I guess it's kind of a luck, but there should be more, I believe, because since there's newer worlds, the scrap iron actually spawns more in those other worlds. I'm not gonna say which ones, but yeah. So let's go ahead and see if he has some in stock. Alright, so go to the S's, and there is none. Alright. Yeah, it is scrap iron. Alright. Not a problem, not the problem. Again, you could just I thought there were gonna actually be more. But I guess not. See, like, you can see some where there's a lot, like 500, and that's good. And then some are like 200 or in 300s. That means there's a lot of those to be found. But the ones that have 4, wow, that's surprisingly 4 of these. That means they're kind of rare. So yeah, some are more rare than others. And you could just go ahead and keep refreshing these. It doesn't seem like there's gonna be any, which is bad. I mean, it's not that bad, but yeah. You could also just keep running around Marleybone to get those. Alright, so we have to wait anyway, so I will go ahead and meet you guys back at the crafting table once I get those materials. Because I doubt you guys want to see me actually run around Marleybone trying to look for them. There's also another place where you could get them. But it's in later worlds that we don't have access to. At least not right now, we don't. So yeah, we're not gonna be able to get some. You could run around Marleybone. I don't know really where they come out a lot. And you can buy the transmute one. At least not for this quest. You're actually gonna have to do it pretty normally. Alright, anyways, there's some right here. Alright, there was one. Alright, there's some more over here. Again, you could find them pretty easily if you're in a realm that is not overpacked. See, because right now I'm probably like in a realm that's not so busy. So I get a lot of the materials that I need. And that's why I kind of do it, because some of these materials are really hard to find. Not the mistwood, but the scrap iron. See, I already found 2 just from walking around. And then you could always just keep changing realms. If you're having a really tough time, just keep changing realms. I know you have to wait like a minute to keep changing. And you might want to plan ahead. Because you could do this way before I started. I know I'm trying to do it fast, and that's only because I want to get to the next one, and then to the next one, and then to the next one. But you could do this since the beginning, and you could plan ahead, so you know what you need and what you need to get. But I recommend you plan ahead like a lot, for the future quest, because you're gonna need diamonds. So I recommend you getting that card to transmute them into diamond, so you have diamond, because diamond is kind of hard to get. And then you're also gonna need some black lotuses and ghost of fire, but those are kind of easy now that they made newer worlds. Those are pretty much easy to find. Like, you see me buy the black lotus at the bazaar. Alright, and you can go ahead and change realms. I'm in unicorn right now. Let's go ahead and just change to a troll realm. And I'm not always in these realms, so like if you are trying to like follow me or try to find me in a realm, I mean, you're probably not going to, so yeah. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and cut ahead until after I collect all the scrap iron. See, look, here's some more, so yeah. Alright, so I will see you guys back at my house. Alright. Alright, so I am back after collecting everything and all the timers are reset. So let's go ahead and do this once again. We need one more of these if you remember correctly. So let's go ahead and get it. Alright, so that one is done. And now if we would go away, we need the stinger of the scorpion. Bam. Alright, and we need one more, but we need to go ahead and wait for the crafting things to be finished. So I will have to cut ahead once again, and we have to wait like 8 hours. So yeah, until then, make sure you like this video down below, since this video is taking like way longer than any video I ever did because of all the waiting we have to wait. Like if you see, oh sorry, we have to wait 9 hours, or actually 8 hours and 35 minutes. Yeah. Alright, so make sure you leave a like down below. Alright, so cutting ahead. Alright, so I am back once again. Dun dun dun. And we need to go ahead and craft the last one. Create. Dun dun! Yeah, now we can go ahead and get our crafting badge. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on back to Marleybone. Also, I should mention, if you're a member, they actually take half the time that they do for me. Since I'm not a member, they take the full time that it does. So if you're a member, it takes half the time. Alright, just a friendly note. So it's very beneficial if you're a member. Alright, anyways, you could go ahead and go speak to her, and if the quest, yeah, there we go. The arrow was being weird. Okay. Alright, and there's some more of this, even though we don't need it anymore, and we could just buy the transmute. Alright, so let's go ahead and...
Well, there you go. I'd almost forgotten about you.
Really?
What was it I asked you to bring me again?
Really? You don't even know? Oh, bye!
Miss Worthington barely glances at the stingers and the jewels before stuffing them into her purse. You see that it's full to bursting with similar rings and athenes.
Wow.
These will do nicely. Here you go. One Initiate Crafter Badge.
Alright, thank you. And she gives us a lot of gold. Could you go ahead and talk to me? Who do the Mushu?
I'm afraid that's all I can teach you, and I've got an airship to catch and some old jewelry to sell. I suggest you continue your studies somewhere distant, somewhere far from here.
Okay.
Mushu is pleasant this time of year. There's a fellow there named Toshio who can teach you something about crafting. Don't mention me. He might still be angry.
Of course he will. Because you're a shady girl. You're a shady dog. Okay. Anyways, now we need to go ahead and head to Mushu so we can continue on with our crafting adventure. Alright. So let's go ahead and go to Mushu. And we'll go ahead and do that in the next episode. So don't forget to like this video to share support, and don't forget to subscribe if you have not already subscribed. And these are like the best crafting videos ever. I'm just kidding. But like I said, I never actually seen a good crafting video. So make sure you guys leave a like. Alright, and in the next episode we'll go ahead and speak to the one in Mushu. So until then, I have been KV and I am out. Peace!